Interview.
Take shelter immediately.
Well, Rage is a brand new game from id Software. It's a new IP. It's not Doom, Quake, or Wolfenstein.
I like to explain it as this really cool action movie, but you get to make all the little differences as you're living through it.
We knew that Rage needed to be, at its core, a first-person game, but we wanted to add many other gameplay elements on top of that. That's why we have vehicle combat, vehicle racing, and we have environments that are truly unique throughout the world.
The other thing we thought was really important, and it's kind of a little bit different for us, is integrating this rich story and these memorable characters.
You can see the producer, and he's one really interesting character. He runs a type of Running Man environment where people compete against mutants for cash prizes and things.
They're not just generic characters, they have a role to play, and as the kind of action movie unfolds, you're living in there, and it's this living, breathing world.
The gameplay of Rage is open but directed. As game players, myself and Matt Hooper, the lead designer, we don't like to play games where you have 20 quests, you don't know where you're going, you don't know what you're doing.
At the same time, we wanted all of these different offshoots, these little player choice elements. We wanted to reward exploration, but at the same time, if you need to know where you are in the main storyline, you'll always know. We don't want the player to ever feel lost. And then the kind of natural evolution of that with things like racetracks or Mutant Bash TV, it just makes sense that you should be able to play that as many times as you want and let the player decide what kind of fun he can have.
When we set out to make Rage, we are game players. We love playing games, we love watching movies, and we wanted to make a game that we would really enjoy. We wanted to give enough variety so we were never bored playing the game.
One of the things the Rage Fiction allows us to do is put this tremendous amount of diversity. The tech allows it to visually look different, and then on the gameplay side, we wanted to kind of match that.
We not only want to change up the environment you play in, but we want to change up who you play against and what you do.
If you go into the Wasted Clan's hideout and you take them out, they're all dead. Now what's going to happen to that world? Do we just lock it off for the player? No, that didn't make sense. So we repopulate it. We have this cool kind of gameplay layering system where if the player goes back into that base, now the mutants have taken over. It'll look a little different, it'll be a little more spooky, it'll be a cool experience for the player, and that's a nice optional way to do that.
The core of the game for us is having fun. If you're racing, you need to be having fun. If you're walking around inside a bandit hideout looking for bandits and that first-person combat, it needs to be fun. And all that needs to be wrapped around in a compelling story.
Rage is coming out for the PC, Xbox 360, PS3, and the Mac platform.
I can promise you that it will be released when it's fun.